One of the ways we've been staying active and getting out in the community is I started going to CrossFit. I loved CrossFit in Texas. They're my people. It's encouraging. It pushes me. And then I started bringing Carter. So Carter's been pumping out. Where is he at? There he is. He's been pumping out the dinghy. Hey, Carter. Why is that so easy?
I do CrossFit, baby.
He told me, he goes, Mom, I do CrossFit, baby. I'm like, who do you think you are? Yeah, he's 13. We are a family of 5 from Texas who sold everything to live full-time on our 1987 Marine Trader Tradewinds 47. We have 3 boys, Carter, Chase, and Caleb. We also have 2 cats aboard, Cheddar and Tiger. For 2 years, we have enjoyed cruising, exploring, beautiful sunsets, loads of family fun, and brotherly bonding. We also enjoy exploring the water, snorkeling, and diving. In the Florida Keys, the Bahamas, and who knows where to next. We want to say a special thank you to all of our patrons.
Today has been quite productive. It was kind of demolition day and get the project started for solar panels. And in a minute I'll show you what we tore out. This is the new board that's going to go between my fuel tank and my engine on the port side. These are my solar control panels, my cutoff switches and my breakers. I've got them all wired, mounted, and ready to go. I'm about to take those off, leave them all wired up so that I can put the board in place, and then I'll be able just to hang these down there real quickly without having to wire them. But this is the way this works. Is my solar panels will go up here right above me, and then the wire will run through down to the engine room and it'll come up in here. This is a kill switch on off, goes into my charge controller. This takes my 380 amps and I believe they're 100 volt panels, converts it to what it needs to be for 12 volt, goes through the circuit breaker here, and this goes to the batteries and it'll charge the batteries. I've got 4 panels. I'm going to go 2 on the port side, 2 on the starboard. So this will be my port controller for those 2, and this will be my starboard controller for these 2. I'm going to get a Sharpie and I'll label them so I know which is which. That's the plan. Anyway.
Did you separate them? Why couldn't they all be in one?
Just because of how much power these things can handle. So they can do 2. Also, besides that, I could have bought a bigger controller, but I think it would have been more expensive. This gives me more options. So if I have shade on the port side, the way we're sitting in that panel shaded and only producing say half, and these 2 are in the sun, these 2 will be 100%. Because if I drag one panel down, it drags all 4 down if you hook them up together in series. So it kind of makes it so we have 2 separate solar systems.
It gives you more charge.
More control of it. Yep.
What are the brands and what are these?
So I got LG 380 watt panels. They're the rigid ones. They're 40 some inches by like 70, I think, right? They're decent size. I'll get the measurements. And then I've got Victron smart solar charge controllers. And I mean, this is just your standard 60 amp circuit breaker. This is a kill switch. I got all these from, I believe it's a company called eMarine. They've been very helpful. I told them my battery size, what I had on the boat, what I needed. He helped me go through all the calculations and all the math, which was great. I tried to do it on my own beforehand, and it was really comforting to know that he got almost what I got. So I was in the right ballpark. So he recommended these solar panels along with all this equipment to make sure. He verified what size gauge of wire I needed for the different components. And twice I've been on the phone today with their helpline, just verifying, okay, I want to make sure that I got this hooked up right in the switch, and I want to make sure I know the right order. Super helpful. Super helpful. Make sure and check out the description below. I'm going to put links for all the different components that I've used and where I got them. Today I took down, if you can see right there, I've got that white paneling, which is like a insulator and a sound deadener, sound absorption. And it used to go all the way to the front here. That's my front fuel tank, my front port side fuel tank. And it went all the way to right here. I've cut that board you just saw, so it's going to go right here. If you look on the other side, I've already pulled all that board down on that side, and you can see I've changed. So now I can actually access and see and inspect my fuel tanks. Before, like back here, you could hardly see anything. So let's come out this and see how it looks.
This is my new cat that Chase sold for me. Thanks, Chase. It's just a normal cat with one special feature.
Nice.
There's a little thread right there. Wow.
So Chase makes stuffed animals.
With Tiger in hand.
Are you upset because you were wrestling?
A little.
He's
upset because I kissed him and he hates being kissed. He hates being kissed. That's why I kissed him right on the... Why don't you kiss Tiger? He loves it. Oh, yes he does. Also, the reason I have this is because when we first started wrestling, Caleb said he got a bloody nose, which wasn't true. He was just faking it to get ready. So I still have this. It could be a blanket for Tiger. It could be a blanket for Tiger. Here, Tiger.
Steak. Sauteed carrots. Ouch, that's hot. Hold on, let me show me the broccoli. How's it looking?
Oh, it's looking like rock.
I hit it.
How'd it turn out? What game are we playing right now, Carter?
Star or satellite?
Star or
Anchor light.
anchor light. So
Or airplane or satellite.
that right there, Chase, star or anchor light?
That one? Anchor light.
No, over more.
That one?
Yeah.
It could be a star, but it's definitely an anchor light. It's high enough to be a star. Do you not see the boat right there? That's what makes it.
Yeah.
I know, but I can see a pole going up to it.
A pole. What's that pole called?
The pulley thingy. No, the masty thingy.
The mast. There's one right there that's moving. Shooting star or anchor light?
Running light.
There you go.
So neither. Neither.
Hello and welcome to this week's
Talking from our aft.
So, excuse me. Sorry. We took a couple weeks off to enjoy the holidays with family and friends, and also down here in the Florida Keys, it's known as Hell Week between Christmas and New Year. And so what that refers to is it's the busiest week of the year. And so Chris, working in the excursion industry, slammed and busy.
Busy nonstop.
So we didn't work on any solar panels, any boat projects. It was just work. And me and the kids hung out and did Christmas junk, right? So, but we're back. And this week,
I still don't know what we're talking about.
let's talk about marriage.
Oh, we're going to go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What do you want to talk about in marriage?
Well, I just figured, being the holidays and all, and everyone spending time with family, you know, what's it like being married on a boat in small quarters and small spaces?
It's kind of like being married in a house, but it floats,
You know, rocks.
it moves.
The boat gets rocked a lot.
It's honestly, it's not even, the biggest difference is that we don't have, like when we're around each other, there is no like, I mean there is, but there isn't other space to go be by yourself.
Yeah, I mean we have other spaces, but we bicker and fight,
No,
but
we don't. We're perfect.
no, but But we've also learned how to fight fair, so it's...
Like in a house, you can go...
You can take a walk.
You can go for a walk. You can... It's a little different on the boat. If it's dark out, you can't, like, go for a drive in your car. I mean, you could go for a ride in the dinghy, but it's...
So much...
It's just so much more work.
Yeah, there's a lot more challenges. We've never been to the point where we're like, I'm going to push someone overboard, or we need to leave, or... I don't know.
Yeah. I think if... We've always been able to be around each other. We were each other's best friends, so we're pretty fortunate in that regards. We're that weird couple that could work together all day, and we would
like to work together.
Be just fine. Yeah. There are people that just like, no, I need to go to work and then come home, and then we'll be okay.
That's fine. That's fair. That's who you are. Not everybody gets to be around me all day, so sorry.
Where it's probably tougher for Jolene is she's on the boat during bad weather days with the kids.
I get
and that's tough.
Bored more than anything, and my boredom probably sloops over into just a bad attitude. More than anything, it's when one of us is having a bad attitude.
We're like already on top of each other on the boat, so it's like right there.
I don't know, I guess we're not really sharing any information. It's not that we're not trying to, I don't know. I know marriage is a really hard thing though, and it takes work, so if you don't know how to be married, reach out, get some help.
I would like to plug a resource that we have used in the past. It was a huge benefit for our marriage. We actually got certified to teach this material a long time ago, and we've taught it a lot, and it's we've seen it work some pretty great miracles in people's marriages. And it's a family called Family Dynamics, and they're out of, I believe it's Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you are struggling in marriage, honestly, if you're not struggling, if you're married but you
want to do something,
want to enrich your marriage, whatever it is, wherever you are on the marriage spectrum, we recommend this course. And you can go to their website and look up. It's all over the country, which is great. It's taught by local facilitators. And it's called Family...
Family Dynamics is the ministry.
Yes.
And
the course is called Dynamic Marriage. And you can Google Dynamic Marriage, or you can look up Family Dynamics and see where their classes are. Mm-hmm. Most likely there's going to be someone in your area, especially if you're in the big city. They're a great resource. It's an 8-week, it's an 8-week course, and it's amazing.
So let's give a little, what's something about me that annoys you on the boat?
Something that annoys you, like, because we're on the boat, it's particularly annoying. Well, I don't know about what annoys... I know what I do that annoys you.
What's that?
I have stuff out everywhere. Like having stuff always out. Like when I'm in a project, which I'm always in a project.
Yeah.
Like right now I've got tools
That's like
out.
a small annoyance. It's not... I also get annoyed when he doesn't make us out of bed, because making beds on a boat is difficult.
Especially if we have a walk around, which is nice. But normally I have tools and stuff sitting on the floor on my side of the bed, which is why she doesn't.
It does annoy me.
Right now I've got all the cables for my solar panels that are going to go from the batteries all the way up. So I got like two 80-foot long cables. I don't know. I guess you don't annoy me.
I'm not annoying at all. I have zero annoyance in my personality.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. So anyway, but and then even our kids, they bicker and fight, and we send them to their own rooms, and they have their own spaces. But the biggest problem I think with the kids is they don't have space to run around.
Yeah, when they need to just go run and burn off energy. And in the winter, it's a little cooler in the water. In the summer, especially when we're in the Bahamas, it was like, get in the water.
Yeah.
Go swim. The water's a little colder where we're at right now, where the boat's anchored, so they can't do that as much. In summertime, no problem. Mm-hmm. Or even any time but right now.
Yeah.
But the other one's tough is the two of them share a room. So one of them gets his own room, the other two don't. So when we have to discipline those two, we have to send one of them to our room. So that's a little different. But it's the same struggles you would have in a small apartment.
Yeah, I guess.
Or a travel trailer or whatever. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't know if this is helpful or not. If you liked it or not, I guess that's what was on my wife's mind. So that's what we were talking about. See,
surprises me with these same. I don't know what we're gonna talk about either.
No.
So that's why you know it's real. Thanks for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop us a like button, subscribe, share. We really appreciate all that.
Yep.
If you've got questions you'd like us to address from our aft, shoot us a message, drop it in the comments. Somehow let us know. If it's interesting to us, we'll talk about it. Other than that, remember.
Enjoy the journey.
That's right, guys. See you next week.
Ha ha! Me, man, have put square peg in round hole.